Okay, now today, I think some of you requested you all want to learn something beside all the verbs or declension. So today we are going to do the compound Samāsa. So this is actually for intermediate class, but I think most of you already reached this level. All right, Samāsa means that the two or more words combined together to form a single term are called as a compound Samāsa. There are several varieties of compounds in Pali. Of the first variety, the first member is general adjective, second noun. Okay, I think this. Okay, today I think we go for this. Where should we go? Okay, Pali made easy is very simple. The example given here is very simple. So today actually I want to talk about this cha and cha, the Dvanda. And then the explanation given in Pali made easy is very short. So we go for this Duracell book. Okay, so it has more explanation here. So it's good that we all read together. Okay, shall we read together? Chapter 7, compounds. Okay, please join me in reading. 1, 2, 3. Declinable stems are frequently joined to one another to form compounds. In the older language, compounds are simple and rarely consist of more than 2 or 3 stems. But the later the language there is in the commentaries and sub-commentaries, the more involved they become. Compounds may also have the indeclinable as the first member. There are even a few compounds made up entirely of indeclinables. All right, so here, what you can see here, it shows that so in older language, this means that in the original Pali, normally it's like 2 or 3 things combined together. But later in the commentaries, like now you all join me in the Pali commentaries or sub-commentaries, then you can see more. This means that it can be 4 or 5 or 6 words or stems they combine together. So what's the meaning of stem? Stem means like Buddha. Buddha is already declined with the O sound. So like Buddha. Okay. Buddha is called a stem. That means that the basic form. Stem means the basic form without any declension, without any O or R or or ana. So this is called stem. So you will see a lot of stem later, right? Okay. So this is a heavy text, so I will go slow, all right? So there are 6 kinds of compound words. Okay, can we read together? Number 1, please join me in reading. Number 1, Dvanda. Number 1, Dvanda, copulative or aggregative compounds. I don't hear your sound.
Oh, all of us have to switch on, is it?
Yes, please join me. Yeah.
Okay.
Because if not, I feel lonely here. Like I'm talking to myself. Okay, number 1, Dvanda,
Copulative
or aggregative compounds. Number 2, Tapulisa, dependent determinate compounds. Number 3, Kammadhāraya, descriptive determinate compounds. Number 4,
Digu,
numeral
determinate compounds.
Number 5,
Abhyaya, adverbial compounds.
Number 6, Bahu creative or attributive compounds. Okay, so when you read like this, you feel that you are in an alien world already. First, the Pali is alien to you all, right? The Pali is not easy to remember. And then the English is even worse, All this, what kind of English it is? Yeah, okay. So you can see the English. So what actually is trying to say that you will see this Dvanda. It means that you always see cha and cha. Something combined, So it's actually combined. Tapulisa you will see later, okay? Kammadhāraya, it's kind of like function like adjective, right? Digu is like 1, 2, 3 is number. Abhyaya, So this is just the adverb. All right. So you have the adjective, you have the adverb. And this is some native, or you see all these yam or your main things. So which one is easy? Okay, number one is easy to understand. So we go for Dvanda.
Dvanda.
Yeah, copulative or aggregative compound. The English actually is very difficult to remember. Even like me or most of the scholar in Myanmar, nobody going to memorize the English, because the English translation can change from one person to another translator. So everybody just remember this word, Dvanda. All right. So this is easy to remember. Okay, now we go for the first one. All right. So maybe we go to a Pali Meiji first. Pali Meiji is even simple, only few lines. Okay, so okay, all right. So this example given in Pali Meiji is very simple. Okay, we read the 144. Okay, read together.
Two
or more
substances
conjoined
by
and are compounded
and conjunction
and
is
is
dropped.
dropped.
Chando
Cha
Suryo
Cha
Chak
Chanda
Suryo Moon and Sun.
As many beings are implied
Right by this compound, the words as formed are declined into number as Chanda Surya, Chanda Surya, Chanda Surya, Chanda Suryanam, etc.
But
But
if
if
the
collective sense is
like
implied
they are
by
declined in
neutral, Nacha Gita Vadida, Nacha Gita Vadidena, etc.
Okay, so do you understand?
No.
So
Okay.
more substances conjoined.
Yeah, this is called, you just remember this part, Dvanda, all right? So it actually just means that something and something, you know the word cha, right? Cha sometimes, most of the time, is translated with the and. Sometimes we use or, but actually most of the time, yeah. Like Chando cha, Suryo cha. You have two cha here. So you drop all the cha, it become combined, become Chanda Surya. And here the O here is the decline. Here is correct, you know, because you see, okay, this example is very obvious, all right? So the O is correct because this is what is this? Nominative?
Singular.
Right. So this is also nominative singular, okay? But when you combine it, you don't care the declension. There's no declension here and no declension here. Okay, this is we call it like it become we call it the stem. It's a combination. These two become a stem, means that it's a base here where there's no gender, no declension so far. All right. So just remember all the O here, or the O here with the cha and cha. You drop it, everything, it become Chanda Surya. Okay, Chanda Surya is the basic form stem. So after that, when you got this basic form, so then you need to decline it according to the like Surya should be masculine, right? So you decline according to plural. So Chanda Surya means masculine plural. Surya, right? Suryehi, Suryanam. Okay. Chanda Surya, which declension? Which case?
Nominative plural.
Yeah, nominative plural, yes. Yeah, plural. How about Chanda Surye?
Accusative plural.
Yes, good plural. How about Chanda Suryehi?
Instrumental or ablative plural.
Okay, or ablative. Okay. How about Suryanam?
Dative or genitive.
Dative or genitive.
Plural.
Okay, plural. Okay. Now here everything is combined in a plural. All right. Okay, so you remember. So first you from this you get this one from here. Okay, from here, then you change it according to the all the possible declension. All right. So far, I think it's easy to understand, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is the plural. So this we call it, yes?
Sorry, Saji. You don't have the Chanda hyphen, then Surya. Is that compulsory to have the hyphen?
Oh, that one is actually, you're talking about like when we write like this, right? We write
yeah.
like this, Chanda Surya, like this.
Yes.
This one actually for people to know is a, like you can write like this, or you, if you don't want to write like this, it also can. Hyphen is for us to know this sentence or these words is made of small word like now. Okay? It's not compulsory.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so from here on, so remember this number A, where it is in plural, all right? But we have the number 2, okay? But if the collective sense is implied, now this is a decline in neuter. So singular, and this must be singular. So it's another form. So this A and B. So there are two formula here, right? So A, which you understand already. B, you have to change thing. It is collective form, and it must be in neuter singular. All right. So you have from this one, neuter is a neuter singular. Nacha, Gita, Wadita. Where you can find this sentence? Where can you find this phrase? Yes. Okay. Right. From here, you can change it to ana. All right. But ana is not AB. It's not A here or AB. Why? It's not this one. Why? You know why?
Singular.
Yes, because it's singular, right? And this because it has the collective sense. This is a keyword, no? It has a collective sense, and that's why it must be declined in singular. So this is the A, which must be plural. Okay? And plural, it can be like masculine or neuter or maybe feminine, depends on the object. But for the case B, it is always in neuter singular so far. Okay, so these are two different formulas. So you just have to put in your head. These two are different, how we see it, you know. So sometimes in Pali, it can be case number A. Sometimes in Pali, it can be case number B. Okay. Any questions so far?
So Saiji, that means that there won't be any like Chanda Suriyo, no?
Chanda Suriyo, no. According to the formula here, Suriya.
Suriya.
Because you have the
Or in
chak and
plural.
chak already. Yes,
Okay.
you have the chak and chak. So it's the two things together. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So maybe we look at the dictionary and see. Okay. So do we have the Chanda Suriya? All right. So this is make it as a Chanda Surya is still in a masculine form. Yeah, it's also in masculine form. Okay. So you have the Chanda Surya, Dewa Puta, and so on. Okay. All right. So you just remember you have A and B. Okay. So don't confuse A and B. A may be 3 gender. B is always in the neuter only. All right. So that's why Pali Made Easy is very short, but it's a very simple to understand. So we are so far looking at the Pali Made Easy. Okay, now we are going to Duracell. Duracell is very good, but it's actually not easy to read. Now you can see it has more. Okay, it actually explains the same thing, but it explains with more words and more. So okay, we read together 5, 4, 3. Okay, compounds are of 2 kinds. Number 1, the compound is in plural. You take the gender and declension of the last member. Number 2, the compounds take the form of the neuter singular, and whatever the number of members becomes a collective. This is the case generally with the names of birds, parts of the body, persons of different sexes, countries, trees, the cardinal points, domestic animals, things that form more entities, etc. Okay, it still says the same thing, right? Right or not?
Yes.
Right? It still say one is Pura. It take the gender and last member. Last member like just now Chanda Surya. So Surya is a masculine, so this must be the masculine. Then the second one is say it take the neuter singular. Okay, so that's it. But the second one is always is a collective idea because collective that's why is neuter singular. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So let's go for there are more explanation here. You can find in this book page 91. Okay. So there are some rules here. Okay, so we read together rules here. All right. Okay, remarks. The following rules are given as to the order of the members of Dvanda compounds. A. Words in I
one
are
are placed first.
B.
B.
Shorter words
are
placed
placed
before longer
longer
ones.
ones.
C.
C.
E and
E and O
longer
generally
shortened in the
middle of the compound.
D.
D.
Sometimes a
Sometimes a
family
family
noun
noun
in
in
the
the
middle
middle of the
takes
Middle of the
compound
masculine
is a
form,
masculine
like
form.
Chandima Surya,
Chandama
sometimes,
Surya.
or remain unchanged,
Sometimes
Jara Marana.
Maranang.
Okay, so this is some of the formula. All right, so we look at so this one we have to see the example here. Like just now, shorter words I placed before. Just now the Chanda and Surya. Which one is shorter?
Chanda Surya.
Chanda is Surya. Chanda is shorter.
Chanda.
Okay. Yeah. Surya is longer.
Yes.
All right. So I and you, Jordan, shorten. This one we see later. Like for example, like this one, feminine noun in the middle, take the masculine, right? So Chandima should be feminine here. Or sometimes Jara. Jara is Jara masculine or feminine?
Feminine.
Yeah. Then it should remain unchanged. Sometimes the feminine noun, it might change or it remain unchanged. So there are some rules here, which is I think is not easy to remember. So we look at the more example here. Okay, so we read the number one example. Samana cha brahmana cha samana brahmana. Samanas
and Brahmins.
Okay. Dewa cha manusa
Manusa
cha Dewa manusa.
Manusa,
Gods and men. Dewanan cha manusana. Dewa manusana. Of gods and men. Chandima Suryo cha Chandima Surya,
the sun and the moon.
Agi cha
Agi cha
Dumo
cha
Agi Duma
Agi
fire and
Duma
smoke.
fire and smoke.
Okay. Damo cha
Ato cha
spirit
the spirit and the word.
And the word.
Saripute cha Mogalana
Sariputta Mogalana in Sariputta and in Mogalana.
Okay. I think Brother Ong side is always very noisy. Alright, so okay. So we go for this. All right. So you see the example. I think now it's obvious to you, right? Samana cha, brahmana cha. All right. So from this example, okay, you see this one and compare with this one. All right. What is the difference?
The long A becomes short A.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. Okay. So you always remember the what we call it, the declension here, which is the nominative plural is dropped, right? And then the cha and cha is still remaining. And this one, what is the final one? It still remain as a nominative plural and it's a masculine. All right. So this is a case A. All right. This example A. Right. Just now we say case A, case B, case A. Right. And then similarly with this Dewa and Manusa, all these are same. You notice that all these are dropped. Dewa Nam are dropped, right? Chandima is feminine also drop. Agi is the same, right? Dhammo, this is all drop. Salipute. Salipute, which case?
Locative.
Okay, locatives, plural or singular?
Singular.
Yeah, plural singular, okay. It's also drop. But the final one, you demanding it. This is also locative, singular, all right? So I think it's easy for you to understand, right? So you just remember whatever in the middle, or this means that the middle means that in the first member, we call it the member. All these are called the member. The first member, you drop all the, all right? The first member, you drop everything. The end one, the ending declension. So you just keep the second one. Okay, I think this is easy to understand. Now the second number 2 is the one
Sorry,
with,
Sayaji.
yes,
Can I ask? Because it says that the shorter member normally put in front, the longer one at the back,
yes,
right?
right.
So if you have two with the same syllable, so it doesn't matter, is it?
We call it, these rules are applied sometimes or most of the time. So if two are same, just whatever appear in Tipitaka, you just follow it. Like Dewa Manosa is always, where can you see the Dewa Manosa? Where can you see this statement?
Attributes of the Buddha.
Yeah,
The
all right.
attributes.
Yes, Dewa Manusa Nam, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so you can say Halesari Puta Mugalana. So you can see this is if anything when you're in doubt, find the Tipitaka. Okay, so example number 2 will be the, what's the example number 2? What's the difference? All right, so you can see it happen with the, okay, so what it is? What it is?
Neuter.
Yeah,
Neuter
neuter,
singular.
neuter and singular. All right, okay. So for mukha cha, nasika cha, mukha should be neuter. Okay, nasika, nasika which gender?
Feminine.
Okay, where they have a check. Nasika. Yeah, it's feminine. Okay, so now you can see, what we can see is the different already, right? So you have a neuter and you have a feminine, but when you combine it, it becomes neuter. Okay, neuter singular. Okay, so this means that regardless of the different gender, when it comes to the second example, second one is always neuter. Okay, so you can see always neuter and singular. Regardless, it is neuter here and it's a feminine here, right? Okay, so we look at the chawi cha mansa cha lohitam cha. Okay, maybe we read together first. Okay, let's read the example together. Mukha, let's read. Mukha nasika, mukha cha nasika cha. The mouth and the nose. Chawi mansa lohitam. Chawi mansa lohitam cha. The skin, flesh and blood. Jara maranam, jara maranam cha, old age and death. Hatha pada or hatha pada, hatha pada cha, hands and feet. Hati asam, hasino cha asa cha, elephants and horses. Kusala or kusala akusala cha, good and evil. Wachi malam or wachi malam. All right. So now you notice the example here is very good because it gives a various sense. So you notice that when it finally combines, it's always in the neuter singular. All right, neuter singular. Or sometimes it has other form. No, it might have other form also. So there are two forms here, like this one, hatta padam or hatta pada. It has two forms here. So it may be example number 1 or example number 2. All right. So it has two forms here. But here you can see is one thing I want to show. It's very interesting. Right. You can see it's a plural here, right? Asa also plural. So these elephants and horses are all plural. But it come to here become neuter. All right. So it's one of the example. It's interesting here. Yeah. Here also plural. It come to be singular here. Okay. So it's possible like this case, plural becomes singular. Because we are under, we call it this collective sign. Okay. There are some grammar here, though this word is not easy to understand because the one we read down there is quite difficult. But I think these two examples you all should be able to understand clearly, right? Any questions so far? If not, I will continue with other grammar already. Okay. Any questions so far? If not, I'll continue with the other types. Okay, there are some we call it tapulisa. So this is called Dvanda so far. Dvanda means something with cha and cha. So you just remember like this, cha and cha is called Dvanda. Right? So we compare, this is called Dvanda, cha and cha. Okay. Now we have another one we call it the I think maybe this Duracell will be easy to remember. So it's not easier than, okay, this one will be easy. Okay, now we go for descriptive determinate compounds, Kammadhāraya. The Pali also not easy to remember. So it's actually very simple. You are talking about something about adjective, all right? It's like mahanta. You see the example down there, okay? Something in Pali, you have the adjective, like the English, you have like, for example, good boy or bad girl or whatever. All these are just how it's going to combine these two, adjective with a noun. Okay, we skip all the explanation. It's too difficult for me. So now the first one is co. Okay, so we read together, please. So everybody, please follow me. Okay, we say sana puba pada Kammadhāraya. Please read together.
Visesana Puba Pada
Kammadhāraya, in which the
determining or qualifying word is placed
first. Okay. For example,
Maha
Puriso.
Puriso,
Mahanto Puriso, a great man.
Mahanadi,
Mahanti Nadi, a large
river.
Mahabayam, Mahantam Bayam,
Bayam, great
Fear.
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 Apara
Puriso,
Paro
Paro
Puriso, other man.
the other man.
Tanha
Sapo,
Sapo, black snake.
a black snake.
Silu Palam,
Upalam, the blue lotus.
Okay, now this example you can see very clearly which is adjective, which is a noun. So Mahanto Puriso. So which one is the noun here? Which is the adjective? Mahanto Puriso.
Adjective. Mahanto, adjective.
Mahanto and Puriso is a noun. Okay. How about Mahanti Nadi?
Mahanti,
adjective, Nadi, noun.
Feminine.
Okay. Feminine, right. Okay. How about Mahantam Bayam? So which one is which one?
Adjective. Bayang.
Mahang is adjective.
Bayang is
Bayang is
Noun.
Noun. Okay.
Noun.
How about aparo puriso?
Aparo is
Power
adjective.
declinable.
So is
So
now.
it's the other way.
The puriso is noun. Aparo is an adjective. How about
Adjective.
kanho sapo?
Kanho
Oh,
Oh, is
adjective.
now.
Adjective.
Kano is
Sapo,
adjective.
noun.
noun.
Noun. Okay. How about nilam upalam?
Nilang
Nilam,
Lang
adjective.
is adjective.
Upalang,
Upalam
Upalam
is noun.
is noun.
noun.
Okay. So you notice that the adjective is in front. Okay.
Yes.
And then the noun is at the back.
The back.
So in Pali, pubba pada. Pada is word. Okay.
Mm.
Pubba is first or earlier. So you can say earlier word. Visesana. Visesana means special. Special, or in this case means is an adjective. All right. So the earlier word or first word is special. So this grammar is called Visesana Pubba Pada Kammadhāraya. So it's a long one, but it's not difficult to remember. Visesana Pubba Pada Kammadhāraya. All right. Visesana Pubba Pada Kammadhāraya.
Raya.
So can you remember this grammar?
Ipisana. Na.
Pada,
Uba. Pada.
Kammadhāraya.
Kammadhāraya.
Okay, so you can see the
Kammadhāraya.
determining, which is the qualification. This the try to explain the Visesana, which is the adjective here, is placed first. First is the pubba. Okay, first pubba. So later you see another grammar, right? So now Mahanto Puriso. Mahanto Puriso combined become
Mahapuriso.
Maha Puriso. Okay, Maha. I think in Malay we also got this word like Maha.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so you see Mahanto become Maha. Why is it? Remember you have the Anta. Anta is which declension? Anta is which declension? Maha plus Anta. Present participle.
participle.
Yeah, okay. So from the Mahanta, sometimes you have another form. Remember you had a form called Mahat. Remember you had two forms, Anta and At form. Remember when you study the declension, the consonantal. Can you remember? All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, you had to for the ANT or AT. So from the AT, if you're going to drop the T, you have to compensate it with a long A. So there's a grammar. That's why it becomes Maha.
Yes.
Okay. You drop the T, you become the A should be become long A. Compensation. So Maha Puriso, Mahanto Puriso. All right. So great man, easy. Right. Beside another meaning of this Puriso, beside the man, what is another translation for Puriso?
Person.
Nara.
Person,
Naro.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, naro. Person or human also. Yeah, person or human. Okay. So where you can see this Puriso in the Itipiso, right? Itipiso, there's a Puriso there. Is it? Is there or not? Okay. Dewa Manusanam Satta Dewa Manusanam Puriso. Okay. Mahapuriso. Now, this what's the difference between this one and this one? What's the difference?
what? Feminine.
Yeah,
Yes. Feminine, all right.
Masculine.
So this is masculine and this is a feminine. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why when you have the adjective, when you write the adjective, it must follow. It is all sound, this must be all. Okay. So if this is I sound, it must be I. So that's the way we write adjective. So by this you also studied adjective. But when you combine, you don't care whether it's a T or O. You just go back to Maha Nadi, Maha Puriso. Okay. So combination, you don't see any T or To here. All right. So next one. Mahantam bayam. So what's the difference between this one and earlier one?
This
What's
is
the
a
difference?
neutral.
Yeah, so it's a neuter here. Okay. So this is a feminine and this is a masculine. But it come back to here, this is maha. But this one changed to mahab. It has this one. So actually from this maha plus the BHAYA. All right. Then this long A, change it to A and B here. So you got the extra B here. So mahab bayam. Bayam is fear. Yeah, I think this is not difficult to understand. Okay, so apara puriso, apalo puriso, the other man. Kau kanha sapo. So this is a masculine. This is also masculine. How about nilam upalam? Which gender?
Neuter.
Neuter. What is upalam? Lotus.
Lotus.
Nila. Nila. What is the color of nila?
Blue.
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 Beside blue, what other color?
Pink.
Pink. No, I mean for nila. Beside the this one, okay. Beside the blue color, do you know that nila has other meaning? Dark blue,
Sapphire.
Oh.
black blue, blue black green color. Okay.
Mm.
It actually means that it's opposite of the that's a term here. Okay, so this just for extra knowledge because sometimes. So you can see it's colored this is opposite of the color white. So anything not the yellow, pita yellow, you know, it's like opposite color. It can be dark color also, or blue black or blue green. Okay. Sometimes they call it brown color also.
So,
Okay.
Sayaji, the Nila means darker color lah. Pita
Yeah,
is
darker color. Pita
lighter
is a
color.
yellow.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yellow. So it's
Oh.
like opposite of the dark color and opposite of the bright color. You see the, for example, you see the Pali text dictionary is if you have the dictionary, it's very good. You see the word Nila, okay? Yeah. Wait, sorry. Where I go? Oh yeah, I think I stopped the screen. Okay. So you can see Nila. So if you have the Nila Abba, it's a dark cloud. Okay. Nila Upala is a blue lotus here. Okay. So it has the other color possible. Okay. It can be dark blue, or blue green. Anyway, here we just give it as a blue color. But similarly, is there a blue lotus? Have you seen a blue lotus?
No.
No.
That's what I said. Where can we see a blue lotus? I don't see. I see only white color. I see only pink color. I never see a
White,
blue
pink,
lotus.
yes.
Yeah.
Red also
Okay.
got.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now we under the Visesana Pubba Pada Kammadhāraya. So actually this is just adjective. All right. So earlier one is the chat is the Dvanda. Now we have another one. So you can see the grammar. Okay, so we can read together here. All right. So join me in reading. All right. So Visesana para pada.
Sapara pada.
Visesana
Visesanutara pada
Kammadhāraya.
Kammadhāraya.
In this
The second member determines the
determines
first.
the first.
Nara
Nara
seto. Naro
Naro
seto.
seto,
The
the
oldest
oldest
man.
man.
Puriso
Purisutamo,
tamo.
Puriso Utamo, the greatest man.
Buddha
Buddha
gosa
Gosa
tariyo.
Tariyo,
Buddha
Buddha
tariyo.
Gosa Acharyo, the teacher Buddha Gosa.
Sariputta ero.
Ero,
Sariputto the eldest.
the elder Sariputta.
Okay, now what's the difference this and the previous one? What's the difference? Compared to the previous one and this one, what's the difference?
The noun is first.
The noun comes first.
The noun comes first and
yeah.
adjective
Behind.
Follow behind.
follow. Yeah, adjective is second one. So earlier one is the adjective is the first. That's why pupa pada.
Yeah.
Just now is pupa pada, right? Just now is the you see the pupa
Yeah.
pada. Now
Mm.
is para. What is
Para
para?
pada.
Yeah.
Para pada is the later one. All right. Later or another one is uttara. Visesana para pada or Visesana uttara pada. So it's later one. Second member. Second member is Visesana. Visesana means it's special or adjective here. Okay, so this is the grammar. Visesana para pada. Earlier one is Visesana pupa pada Kammadhāraya. Right? So, okay, we go for this one. Narrow settle, narrow settle. So which is the adjective?
Settle.
Settle, okay. It's the second one, right? The later one. How about the puriso tamo? Which is the adjective?
Utamo.
Tamo, okay. Buddha gosa chariyo. Which one is the adjective?
Acharyo.
Acharyo.
Chariyo, okay. Sariputta tero. Which is the adjective?
Tero.
Tero, okay. Now we look for one. Naro seto. You drop the O sound. Okay. Same, you drop everything here. All right. So when you combine, you don't, the first member of the word, you drop all the declension. What is the oldest man? Who is the oldest man? Do you need to find your his? Huh?
Daniel.
Are you sure? Kondanyo. I think it's the Buddha, right? The Buddha said, I'm the first in the world, I'm the foremost in the world, right? Right or not? I think this should refer to the Buddha. The best in the world, the first in the world. When the Prince Siddhartha, the baby, he walked and he said, I'm the first, I'm the foremost.
Then Setu should be translated as chief. I'm the chief.
Yeah,
Setu.
yeah, okay. Yes, okay. So we check. So yeah, check the one. Seto. I think Seto is the best also.
The best.
Excellent. Foremost. Okay.
Foremost.
Yes.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Yes. Okay. So you check it foremost or excellent. So that's why you always refer to Pali. So you got the foremost. Who's the foremost in the world? The Buddha. All right.
Buddha.
Okay. Then you got the Puriso Uttamo, greatest man. All right. Now Buddha Goso. Who is Buddha Goso?
Ragusa.
Who is he?
The writer of the Visuddhimagga.
Huh? Who is he?
Is it the writer of the commentator? Visuddhimagga.
Yes, he write the
Visuddhimagga.
Visuddhimagga, and he also write many commentaries. You know, many commentaries. I think 15 books is written by him. All right. So Sariputta Tero. Okay. Is Sariputta always we call him as the elder, right? Because he's the chief disciple here. Okay, so this is easy. So you see all the so this one, and this one, all these are Visesana. Adjective either para pada. Para pada means the second word or later word. Okay, so the earlier one is pupa pada. Now it's para pada. Can follow me? Cannot? It's not difficult.
Yes.
Okay,
Sayaji, the Puriso Uttamo, the first word normally we will keep to the stem, but this one the Puris, the A is a drop.
All right. So you look at this word, Purisa, and if you're going to combine with the Uttamo, so how are you going to combine this? Either you put something here or you drop it. Okay. Because this one ending with because this is starting with the vowel. Okay. This is starting with the vowel. So the rest are examples starting with the consonant, you know. Yeah, even like this one also Buddha also Acharya also start with the vowel, and this is start with consonant. So when consonant is easy, all right. But here when the vowel come here, so either there's a vowel here, This is the first vowel and second vowel. You just have to choose, right? So which one is important? So utama is more important, so you just drop the A here. Can you follow
I
me?
see. Okay,
Right.
thank you.
So even like this example, Buddha goso acharyo. So acharya is more important, you just drop the O sound. Okay, Buddha goso become gosacharyo. Okay, so now this you can follow, all right? So we have another one, we call it Visesanu. Okay, we read together this one. So, okay, Visesanu
Visesanu
pada
pada
Kammadhāraya.
Kammadhāraya.
The two members,
Two members of which are
indeterminate.
determinate
Okay.
remarks.
Situm ham, sitam,
Sitam,
tam cha utam, hit and
And
ko.
co.
Kanja
Kanjo,
do,
kanjo,
kanjo,
kaso, kujo,
is
is,
lamb
lim,
and hunchback.
humpback.
Anda bario,
Hero,
ando
Ando,
satsu bario,
Ro,
is blind and deaf.
and deaf.
Kata katam, katam cha,
Katam,
katam cha. What is done and not done?
and not done.
Okay, so now it's easy. Now you try to guess the meaning. Okay, what's the meaning of Visesana?
You say special.
Special. Okay, what's the meaning of this? Actually, you coming from the word okay, ubaya. What is the meaning of ubaya? Can you guess?
Bayanyana.
Both.
Both.
Yeah, two members, two. Okay,
Baya.
right. How about pada?
Word.
Words. Okay, so two words are special, means that two words are adjective by themselves. So hot and cold or heat and cold, adjective. Lamb and hunchback, or adjective. Blind and deaf, also adjective. Done and not done, also adjective. All right. Okay, this is so easy to follow. Okay, now you see that where we drop. All right, so we see all this sitam. Okay, here you can see it combined, like just now. The word sita and unha. Okay, so you drop the this one, sita. Okay, because vowel, this is a vowel, so you just drop the first vowel. Okay, so this one is it, kanja kujo, right? You just drop the O sound. So anda bahiro, so you just drop the O sound here. Katam akatam, right? So katam akatam means that you have these two, kata plus akata. Okay, so A and A combined, what happened?
Long A.
Becomes long A.
Yes, so kata katam. All right, so when you be careful, that's why when we are translate, we need to be careful. When you see the long A, it's not done and done, it's done and not done. Okay, because of the long A here. All right, so can follow? This is easy also. So that's why I start with after the Dvanda, this is the Kammadhāraya. So it's also not difficult to follow. Oh, no, okay. So others will be a little bit more complicated. I think today we just stop here. So you have the book I sent to you already, right?
Yes.
So, okay,
Yes.
now we are going to some other grammar book, okay? So I think we go back to declension just now, the one, the Mahantam. Okay, so let me see. Maybe for this, yeah, okay. So we have to find the which pages. Sometimes I have to find the page. Declension. Where is the declension for the indeclinable? So it's under the consonantal. Tam Mahantam. Yeah, 60. Right? So let me page 60. So this book have no bookmark, so sometimes I have to scroll it 60. Okay, so anta, antamana. Right? So this one, kachan. Kachan, kachan, kachan. Yeah, I think this example not good. Okay, so better Duracell book. And the Duracell book give you more extra information. Yeah. So yeah, okay, now good. Okay, you can see the chapter 7 on adjective maha 226. So this book, if you have the 226, so it's easy to do a search, and you have the link, so easy for me to click it. So now 226. And this book is very good because it gives the full declension here. Sometimes it's too many until you really got. Okay, now you see the Mahanta here. Okay. Okay, so adjective here, the ending is AT or ANT. So actually it has two ending here, you know. That's why for Maha, you see the what? Maha Puriso, right? Okay. Coming from this stem is Mahat Mahan. All right. So where this like just now I said Mahat, if you got Mahat, when you drop the T, you need to compensate with the long A. So then you got Maha. All right. Okay. So you can see the declension of the masculine or feminine and then neuter also. So actually, when you learn the adjective, is actually quite same with the puriso or budo. Actually, quite same. So if you are good at the puriso, so this will not present any problem. So you just need to know the ending is a mahat or mahan. That's all. Okay. So all these are quite same. All right. So do you have any question you want to ask about anything here? All right. So basically, you just need to remember it by heart. All right. Mahanto, mahanta is plural. So this is the singular. Mahanta, mahanto, mahanto, mahantasa, mahanto, mahantasa, mahantam, mahanta, mahantena, mahanta, mahantasa, mahanta. So remember also, I always tell you there's some special form that you all need to remember. All this to, okay? Dative has the O sound. And instrumental and ablative, the short sound is the R sound. Locative is the I sound. So just remember all the special form. Because why it is? Because the short form is coming from the AT. So mahat, then you plus the O sound. Or mahat, you plus the A sound. Or mahat, you plus the I sound. So all these are special form. So this means that when you remember declension, you need to remember the normal like puriso or budo form. Also remember some of the, all these are special form, okay? To, ta, ti. All right, so all these are special form. All right, so this is this book, you can look at it. There's many other things like declension for venue also. Okay, we have venue form. And then garu. Garu is a heavy, or sometimes garu also to do with teacher also. AC, yeah. There are many declension here. So this book is good if you want to make it as a reference book. Buri, stem. Okay. You have the also many adjectives here. Dura, Taruna, Diga, Rasa, Gambira, Parusa, Sukha, Amaka, Papa, Kema. Then you got the masculine Dura, Duram, Taruno, Taruna, Tarunam. When you do the adjective, remember adjective. Normally adjective you can decline in a three form. Okay, so you have the masculine, feminine, and neuter. Normally, I say not all the time. Normally, right? So if you have the Dura, you also got Dura, you got Duram. But here, there's no, it's very, maybe Duram should be neuter here. Should not be a feminine here. Should be neuter here. So taruna, you got taruno, taruna, tarunam. Dika, digo, dika, dikam. Rasa, raso, rasa, rasam. Okay, gambira, gambiro, gambira, gambira. So all these are declined in three forms. Parusa, harsh. Paruso, parusa, parusam. Sukha, dry. Suko, sukha, sukam. Amaka, raw. This is to the way raw food or raw fish. So amako, amaka, amakam. Papa, okay? Papa, papam. I think this one should come to neuter here. Kema, kemo, kema, kemam. So anyway, just remember adjective, normally we can decline in three forms, right? Okay, I think today, that's all because today there's a lot of grammar. So we just leave it like that. So next week we'll continue more of this Samāsa, okay? So if any question, you all can think about it. If not, we will combine next week, all right? So everybody, okay?
Thank you, Saiji.
Okay, see you all next week.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
You say
Happy learning.
Sadhu, sadhu. Take
Okay.
care.
Sadhu.
Okay, Aloka, you join me again next week. Okay, bye-bye.
Thank
Yes,
you
I
and take
will.
care.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
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 Bye-bye all.